What's up? I want to apologize now if you can barely fucking hear me. Just chill at the moment. Not even chill, I'm just annoyed. More or less annoyed with my family and that's pretty much it. There's some fucking family. There's really nothing else to be annoyed about. It's just my family. But it's just I had to basically, for some that know, which is only the same for people that really watch this shit anyways, so obviously for those that know, I had a fiance that obviously not gonna say names or who it was and everything. You know, you've seen it on TikTok and it's funny because I don't plan on changing that picture on my TikTok just simply because I fucking love that picture. So obviously if she asks me to change it to something, I'll see if I have, if anything, I'll probably see if I have a replacement. Not even a replacement, but I'll probably see if I still have that picture because I do love that picture. So I don't really want to delete that picture. There's a lot of pictures that end up saving just because, you know, I like the pictures. I don't know what to tell you. But just annoying. Mainly my dad, mainly just simply because have you ever had a family member or like had a family member or you know like sibling, just someone in general. Like, have you ever had someone that's just like they basically like they did this and that and this, that, and the other. They basically did everything under the sun. They did this, or they did this, or like for maybe for parents, they did this or they did and then all of a sudden they found Jesus and they're fucking basically saying the Bible, and every word of the Bible is something to do with which is fine. It's not like I have an issue with the Bible. It is what it is. But it's just like, why does it need to affect my life, my well-being, shit, my happiness? Like, why are you bringing your Bibleness into my life? You know, like I go to church. Obviously, I just watch the same. I watch the same church. Basically, I go to the same church. When I was on Facebook, so I just watch it when I'm off on Sunday, or if I don't catch it, then I'll watch it again. It's just a whole bunch of can't do this because it says you can. But what's crazy about the whole thing is the fact that because my dad explained it to me, he was just like, oh, it's a sin it's like, if, how are you to know? That's how you know if you're like you need somebody, like for the long term, because you never know if you're together, you know. That's how you figure that out. If you just say fuck it, it's not do anything. What's the point? You just roll the dice. I don't know. You're kind of gambling that, oh, we're going to finally get together because we're married. You know, you're kind of rolling the dice on, you're so wrong with your future, wife or husband to do complete fucking with it. You know? It's just like, hey, some people like to gamble like that. I personally don't like to do that because that's just, but hey, there are some people who do that. But it's just like, I just think, I can't just live. I don't understand why I can't just live my life the way I would like to live my life. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't. It's not actually just this. It was basically the same thing with Hamlet. Like, she'll see it once in a blue moon, if ever. But, yeah, today's just been, just, I don't know what to say. Work was shit, and I'm not gonna say today was shit, but today wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. I'm not gonna say it was horrible just because it wasn't. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst day. You know, if that makes any sense. I feel like we're saying shit, but I don't know. Yeah, I just decided, you know what, I haven't done one of these in shit, who the fuck knows how long. It's been shit. It's been fucking how long? I took my AirPods out. I don't know if they're still connected to my phone or not, but I don't know. Hopefully the audio is better. I do not know. But yeah. But it's just, I don't know. It's annoying. Just because stuff could have been different, you know. But I want to believe that this wasn't the reason why we decided to take a break. Because I would say that's what this is. We're taking a break. I don't know. It just, if I'm being honest, this is kind of something that we didn't need, I will say. Just because we had, you know, we have work, then we have bills, then we have rent, then we have this and that. There was so much, and then we would forget. We would basically say, "Oh, we're gonna do this," and then we would change our minds and then not do it, and then get mad at each other because the one said they were gonna do something and they didn't, but the other one had said that they weren't gonna do it, so the other one should have just stepped up and did it. It was just all in all, it was just fucking. It was just. We just needed some time to step back, literally. Time to step back and just, you know, not necessarily go our separate ways, but just kind of take a step back, like take it like 2 steps back and just kind of get ourselves right, you know. But I don't know. I can confidently say she's the second woman I've cried over, and I've been with not that many women, really. Like, I've been with women, obviously, but I haven't been with, like, a shit ton of women, I guess. Because I don't really count it as, like, oh, you've been with this person for this long. Like I don't really count it. I don't really count. Like I've talked about it before. Like I don't count. Oh, if you've been together with a person for like 2 months or 3 months or a couple of weeks, like that doesn't really count. That's just like, if anything, that's just like a trial run. If anything, you know. But like it's like I don't know. It's gonna be hard, and I know it is. Like I'm supposed to go to. Like, I'm literally supposed to go to sleep, and she's not even here, and it makes it literally. Fucking sick. I'm trying to fucking start crying on this bitch. I swear, but it just makes me upset because it's just like, have I slept? Like when we were together, when we were living under the same roof, like did I sleep by myself at times? Yes, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me because the fact that I was going to see her later today or later that day. If it is, I was going to be dropping her off at work, or I'd be picking her up at work, or I'd see her at home, and then we would go and do whatever. Like it was just, it was just one of those things of just like, oh, like I'm going to see you, like later today, But now it's just like, hey, I'll see you when I see you, really. And that's just like the fucking. I think that is just the hardest thing, literally, to go from seeing each other every day to just not seeing each other like at all. Like it's hard. I think it's hard for me. I don't know. I want to say it's hard for her, but I don't know. I wish she had talked to me about what was going on, because I feel like there was a lot was going on in her life. I'm sure that if we do reconnect, because we're supposed to touch base again, which just gives me so much anxiety and makes me so nervous because I don't know what that means. Because she said she'd reach out, but it's the fact that I don't know if that means in like if that means in like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 months or 2 years. Like I don't know. And that's the thing that scares me the most. It's just like that, because it's just like, damn. Like, and it's also the fact of her, me believing that she might forget. She might just straight up forget me. That's what Hannah did. Hannah straight up just forgot me. Like, since I made my post that I let her go and all that shit, since that post, she hasn't unblocked me at all. Like, at least, not that I know of, just because lately I've been making comments on videos and they've been getting like thousands and thousands of videos, and like thousands of people go to my page. So if she has, I haven't seen it, just because I want to say the max is like, I shouldn't even know what the max is. I want to say the max that you can actually see is like 20 people, I want to say. If not, probably less than that, most likely. No, 20 people, 20 sounds about right. But that's like the maximum, I want to say. And it goes to all the way to 99. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, why 99 of all things? But if she has unblocked me, I must just never seen it. Not that I'm even like looking to see if she does look at my profile again, But I was just doom scrolling on on TikTok, but my For You page is just dog nuts. Like, it's just bad. I don't even know. There's like nothing that interests me at all on my For You page. Like, completely. There's literally nothing there. Like, I'm getting like mechanic ones, that I'm getting like old YouTube. Like I literally logged out of my TikTok and then logged back into it like 3 times because I was just like, damn, is my fucking TikTok like broken? Because I thought I was on like a new account or something. I thought it's like at some point I'd made like a new account and just completely forgot I made a new account because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is my For You page so bad? And my For You page is usually like anime and just like usually like funny things or anime clips or movie clips, but it's just been complete garbage, and I just like don't know why. But yeah, then I decided to just come back on here and make a thing. It's funny because I should have been making them before, but I didn't know how comfortable she would have been with me making them and everything. Like I didn't want her to be uncomfortable with whatever it is because I can only imagine she probably wasn't gonna tell me about it if she was like that. Like she would probably tell me later on, but it's the fact I don't want to know later on. If you're uncomfortable at that moment, then tell me. Don't wait till later to tell me. Because by that time I've already fucking posted like 50 videos, or I guess 10 videos realistically. And if I'm being honest, those 10 videos are getting fucking deleted because you were, uncomfortable with me making them. So, but I don't know, there's a lot of just anxiety. My anxiety is just through the roof. And I know it doesn't sound like it, but if I'm being honest, I've just been drained. I'm just drained just because I've literally just been crying all. Like when I got back, because I moved back in with my mother, but ever since I got back at like 3. I unpacked and finished unpacking and then wrapped myself up in a blanket and just proceeded to cry until I fucking fell asleep. So I've fallen asleep like twice so far, but I've been drinking a lot of water. At least I'm starting to drink water now, just because I was losing a lot of moisture just from, all the tears and whatnot. But I don't know. It was just our last goodbye, and it was hard. And then me watching her get into a car of a different guy was just, hard. But it's the fact that it wasn't like a Uber or something. It was like some guy that she was talking to while I was gathering my things and whatnot. But I don't know. It was the fact that I want to believe that she wasn't trying to, hurt me. But it's hard. It's definitely hard to fucking separate. It's definitely hard to separate, like, oh, this person is doing the same thing that this person did to me, but this is a different person. Like, it's hard to separate those things because it's like when you do the exact same thing that you've seen happen, your body just goes into fucking overdrive, and it's just like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? I don't know what to do. But seeing that really shattered my heart again, because it was just like, I can't even, the fact that I can't even explain it, like, that's the thing. Like, it was just, there was something about it that I could not explain on why it was just so, like, I'm not gonna say traumatic, because it wasn't a traumatic event or anything. It's not like she got hit by a car or some, BS like that. It was just, I don't know, it was something about her just getting into the car and just going, Like, it's the fact that, I don't know, I don't understand the whole Jesus thing. And it's the fact that she's religious as well. She's not like super religious. I think she's trying to get back into being religious and whatnot. But it's just like, man, like why? Like who cares? Like it annoys me to no end when you have people that want to basically tell you how to live, even though they've lived in fucking they've lived in sin like for so long, and then they turn a new leaf and all of a sudden they think they can like coach you on like, oh, this is wrong, this is right. Like just because you doesn't mean I want to, you know. But I don't know. Like I said, we're supposed to reconnect, but you know it's hard to do just because I don't want to do anything. Like I'm just drained. This is how it was before. I literally got out of this funk and then I'm back in it. Like it's just a cycle. Like it's the fact that I've always preached, oh, you gotta trust the process, but it's the fact that I've trusted the process for fucking years at this point, and the process has never done anything for me but fucking hurt me in some way. Like it always does. It never works out for me ever. Like never. And it's just like why? Like I trust the process. I literally preach people trusting the process, and the process just never works out for me ever. The same process I tell other people to follow, and it just never works out ever. And I'm just like, damn, like what the fuck is that? Yeah, fucking work is gonna be fucking a bitch. I'm glad that I'm off for, 4 to 5 days. Not 4 to 5 days. I'm off for 2 days. If anything, I'll probably just go for a ride and then just sleep in my car. Literally, I'm not even joking. Just because I physically and mentally just don't want to be here. I literally just, I wish there was a way for me to just like go into a different universe until I'm ready to come out of that universe and come to the real life, just because it's just like, man, it's just a pain. I closed the door and I just couldn't. Like I was doing good. I was holding it together when I was at work. I was holding it together when I got back, when I saw what was going on and everything. But I don't know. It was something about just that final goodbye that I closed the door and I couldn't. I literally could not hold it anymore. Like I don't cry often. And it's not like that's like a tough thing. It's just a world's been beating my ass for years thing that I'm just not surprised with what life fucking does to me at this point, because it's just straight up a heartless bitch, really. But I don't know. Yeah. This has been going on for 24 minutes. I should have probably said this in the beginning, but you know who you are. If you somehow watch this, don't comment, because it's not like I've ever talked about you before, or it's not like it's not like anybody knows who I'm talking about, if anything. So just don't comment if anything, just fucking DM me, privately, and then, it'd be good. Just because I don't want people knowing, who you are. Not that I'm embarrassed, but I'm just, privacy and everything. I think privacy is important. If you don't care about that, then, by all means. I don't know. We're supposed to restart again, but, start as friends and then, work our way from there, basically. Which, I'm looking forward to. We probably should have started like that from the beginning, because we didn't really. If I'm being honest, like, taking a step back is probably what we needed, because if I'm being honest, like, we literally skipped so much. Like, our first date, I proposed to her. But it's the fact that I do love her. That's the thing about it. It's not like, oh, this, that, and the other. It's just like, she's like me in the sense of, like, life has just been beating her ass, for literally just fucking existing, really. Like, it has just been fucking non-stop, Like, we have that, like, in common. Because some of the stuff that she's told me that's happened, it's just like, damn, that's fucked up. There have been some fucked up things that people have done to her, and it's just like, that's so fucking horrible. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, everybody has their, I got fucked up by life or by this person thing, but, like, the things that she told me, oh my god, that shit was just like, oh wow, that's insane. Like, wow, okay. It's things that are just like, oh, okay. That's so fucked up. And we're talking about, like, stuff to do with money, like, promises, like, very big promises that you would think people wouldn't, not cover, but you would think promises that people would actually keep, and it wasn't just like a game to them, just because, like, certain, like, obviously everybody has, promises that they, don't play with, if it comes to, like, family, or if it comes to, just basically anything in general, really. They're just like, oh, there's, I don't know, you have some, I'm sure, people watching, like, there's promises that if someone says, oh, I promise this or whatever, like, you're just like, okay, or like, I promise I'll do this, or, you're just like, okay, whatever, but you have some that are just like, oh, like, you promised, like, okay, I'm expecting you to, I'm expecting you to, be there, I'm expecting you to, show up, I'm expecting you to, do whatever it is that you do, But you have some people that are just take that and they're just like, nah, get fucked. And it's to be honest, it's just fucked up. It's like, that's so messed up. Sacred, that's what this fucking thing is called. Jesus, I was trying to think of what the word was called. Sacred. People have sacred, promises, or sacred, like, phrases that they, say or do, or whatever the case may be. Because that's just how, that's how everyone is. And then you have other people that are just like, nothing is off limits. Which, if I'm being honest, is so, like, fucked. Because, like, what do you mean? Like, nothing is off limits. Like, that's dead as a horrible fucking human being right there. Like, literally, a person that doesn't have a limit, like, they'll just fuck with you no matter what. That is a horrible person. Like, I don't care. Like, that is literally a fucking horrible person. Because you're telling me you don't have anything that you're just like, don't kid about this, or don't say you're gonna do this and then not do it. Like, some people actually, have big ones of that, like big things of those. So, but yeah. I wanted to, it's so funny because it's like not even like save her or anything. I just wanted, just to be here, be there for her, to show her that, not everyone is, a piece of shit. It's funny because it's like, I asked her that ass, I was just like, it was before I left, I asked her, I was like, do you hate me? And she had told me that, like, she had told me that she doesn't have, like, hate in her heart for anybody, which is interesting because a lot of people have different, like, terms of hate, like, her version is just, like, she doesn't physically, like, she doesn't, like, mentally, like, hate anybody, like, my thing for hate is, like, if you hate me, like, fucking Hannah hates me, and why do I think this is because she's blocked me on everything you can imagine, she's blocked me on. Like, I know it doesn't take long to block a person, but at the same time, most people, use Instagram, Snap, TikTok. Like, she's blocked you on everything: Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat, IMS, the whole shebang. So how one person can be like, oh, I don't have hate in my heart for anyone. You have another person that says, like, oh, as soon as you block me on everything, then that means that tells you that you hate me. It's like, apologies, I've been yawning all day, but it's just like, that to me is just like, damn, like, they like hate you, but I don't know, it's one of those things. I wish I would have watched it all to, like, if her and I do reconnect as friends and then grow from there, I would like to actually continue doing these, like, talks, because literally you don't do anything, you just talk, like, that's it, it's basically like a podcast, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, we can only have like an hour to talk about 7 different things. Like, I think I still have videos of me talking for like 9 hours, literally just 9 hours of me talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Like, like, I think that I want to say it's still up. I think it's like the fucking, what did I call it? The fucking the talk tsunami or something. It was something tsunami. I know that, but I don't know. I hope she reaches out. I hope she reaches out, and I hope I'm strong enough to not, message her and be like, hey, you have any idea on, like, how long it's gonna be, But it's funny because it's like, it's not like I'm trying to be like, oh, so then I can go talk to other women, like, when are you gonna reconnect, But I don't know. I'm sure at some point she'll, message me because she needs help with something because everyone else just said no or whatever. I doubt it. just because now she's single now. But it's the fact that I want to say before the night is done, I'm probably gonna send her like one last message, basically just apologizing because like today and yesterday we said like some very some very hurtful things to each other. I will say that. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that I didn't because I'm trying I'm trying to tell the truth more and be more of a truthful person. But because either I'll message her. But I don't know. Because you play the long game of just like, I'll reach out to you, but it's like, but then it turns into like, it's been, however long, it's been, 6 months and you haven't heard anything, so you're just like, hello, because you don't know if it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I wanted to see how long it would take for you, if it would take for you to reach out to me and everything, and then that becomes a whole thing, which is horrible, I'm being honest. Because it's like how I'm wired, literally. I've talked to her about how I'm wired before. It's just like, I've talked about like how I'm wired before. It was like when you say something, like I'll do it, So if you say, you're gonna reach out, then I'm not gonna reach out just because I don't want it to I don't want it to come off as like I'm pressuring you to talk or anything. Like, I don't want to pressure you into something that you don't want to do at the very moment or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I hope today was real in a sense. I hope. I really do. Because I won't be able to like erase that image from my head of just like her face when I basically said, goodbye. Like basically said I love you and goodbye, and then kissed her on the back of the head, and then that's when she just broke down. And that was good because I was hugging her, and then when I let go, I felt it. I felt it literally in my chest. It fucking hit me like a fucking truck. It hit me so hard. And then the second I fucking stepped outside, I just couldn't. I really couldn't fucking hold it in anymore. Because the whole time I've been so this has been going on for, I want to say maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks. But this has been going on for, like, goodness. It's been going, oh my goodness. It's been going on for at least 2 weeks, So I just, I wanted to, fucking my mouth is getting fucking mint or whatever the hell that is. But I wanted, and it's the fact that that wasn't like I wasn't trying to make her cry, Like that's not like that's fucking horrible. Well, there are some people that do that, which is fucking horrendous, by the way. Like actually. Like people that really get joy from making their significant other like feel bad or make them cry or whatever the case may be. It's just like, damn, what the fuck? What's the matter with you? Like, why are you the way you are? Like, that's so fucked up. You're supposed to love that person. Why are you trying to make them cry for? You got issues, brother. You got issues. But it's one of those things where just like I've never seen her cry. Like I've heard her cry before, but it was never like it was like that was the first like today was the first time like I actually saw her like full on cry. And it just literally broke me. The only thing I could say to myself was like, this is what she wants. This is like not even this is what she wants, but just this is what we need. This is what this is what we need. This is what we need to move forward. Like if we're gonna make it later on, we need space to look around and just all around and just not even be who we are, but just find out who we are and everything. Just all around, what you call it. Scares me though. It really does. It scares me that one day that she's just gonna message me and be like, "Oh, I have a new boyfriend now, so bye," because it really breaks my heart twice because it's just like why am I the one that's left behind? Like why is it that when I was dating, why is it when I date somebody and then they're talking to this person or that person and I'm just like, hey, can you like not do that? And they go, nah, or they just completely brush me off. But if we're not together and I'm in the same situation, then they're quick to just get rid of me. And it's just like, what? You could do that for them, but you couldn't do that for me? Like, how is it any different from, how is it any different from me, Supposed to. I really messaged her because when I got back, or not even when I got back, but when I got home, we chatted for a bit. She asked me if I was, if I made it home safely and everything, and we chatted for a little bit. And I told her I needed to unpack and try to eat something. And it's bad that I did try. Like I made some ramen noodles. And I just stared at it and then promptly threw it in the trash because I was just like, I'm not hungry like at all. Like I literally can't eat anything. Like I'm just like, nah, no, literally just no. Like I just literally couldn't eat anything.
which is crazy because I can eat fucking almost anything. Like any time of the day, anything, whatever is going on, I'm your dude when it comes to eating, just in general. There's nothing I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm not hungry. That's not something that's ever come out of my mouth that one time, but it does today. It's just like, I just can't. I just look at food, I'm just like, literally, it just made me nauseous. It was just like, go somewhere with that. It's just disgusting. Which is crazy. Me saying ramen noodles are disgusting. Like, that's crazy. That's insane to me. Like, you can't say it's not, because that is diabolical right there. That is completely diabolical. But I don't know. Probably just drink a lot of water and I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of here, if that makes sense. I'm literally just here. Whereas the fact that I'm not even here, I'm just like a fucking, like a husk, if anything. There. Like a straight up husk. This is what it turns into. It turns into this, and it's like, but we'll see. As I mentioned, there's a dude helping her clean today. Sorry. I just kind of fell from the fucking bed that I'm on. I don't even enjoy anything. Like, I don't want to be here. Literally, I don't want to be here. Like, generally. Like, it's the fact that my life wasn't super glamorous or wasn't super, crazy or whatever the case may be. I was fine with that. I had a woman who loves me, and that's all I really needed. That's all I've ever needed. I don't care to be way ahead of my peers or way ahead of anybody. Like, I really just want to do what I want, or not even do what I want, but just have a woman that loves me, and that's it. Like, is that so wrong? Like, actually, like, is that generally so wrong to want to have, a woman or a man in your life that you don't have to fucking jump through hoops for. You can just fucking, you can just do what you do. And that's it, Like, is that so wrong? Like, is it so wrong to just want a simple life? Like, I have a woman that I can take out to eat, and I have a woman that likes to go, that likes to go places and whatnot. Like, literally. Like, is that generally so bad? Because to me, that sounds perfect. Literally. Nothing more, nothing less. You know? And, like, yeah, you could, you could always be like, oh, you should want more in life. But it's like, you can want more in life, yes, I guess. But it's like, what more does life have? What more can that offer you? You know? Because, like, I don't want to be a fucking, like, if I was a millionaire, like, cool, I'm a millionaire, what'd you do? It wouldn't change anything. I would still want the life that I, have, or did have, like, it wouldn't change anything. The only thing that would change is I wouldn't have to work anymore. Like, that's pretty much the only thing that would change. Everything else would pretty much stay the same, though. Literally, like, nothing would change. I wouldn't have to work anymore. I could do basically what I want. Like, that's it. Like, there's no silver lining, there's nothing. It's just that. It's just I could do what I want and I wouldn't have to worry about, money ever again. It's funny with the whole, like, if you were a millionaire or if you were a billionaire, or if you got like a $232, $1 million, jackpot or whatever, like, what would you do? And it's simple because it's like, at least what I would do, it's like, basically, you find a good apartment that you like, and then you just fucking completely just put in, like, you really put, because if you have, like, let's say you have $232 million, like, you put in $500,000 down on rent alone. So, like, that's gonna be, depending on whatever it is, your rent is gonna be fucking good for, like, 10 years. If anything, you could fucking for anything, you could put the rent, like, make the rent, like, you could make it, it could be covered for, 60 years or whatever the case may be, So, you'll be, old or whatever, but it's the fact that you always have, and then you furnish that place. Basically, you make that place, your home. So it's the fact that you always have a home. So it's like, even if you go bankrupt or something happens or whatever the case may be, it's the fact that you always have a place to go. You always have a home to be at, and it's the fact that you'll basically be paid off because you'll be 60. It's 60 years. It's a 60-year thing. So you'll have like shit. Like even now, like I'm 23 now. If I did that, I would have to owe rent when I'm like 72. Like, motherfucker, most people die at like 60, between like 60 and 70, usually. Or is it different? I have no idea. It's probably different now, I would imagine. But it's just like, dude, like, it's one of those things. Like, people are always talking about, like, oh, I get some cars, I get this, I get that. It's just like, shit, nah. Let me get some let me get a place. Let me lock down a place to live first. You know, like that comes first. Like let me lock down a place to live first, and then you know go out and do what I want. You know. Because you always want to, you always want to cover your bases, so you want to have, you want to have a place to stay for a long period of time. You want a car that's reliable, that's not going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars if you ever, if it ever breaks down or you need, something, like you just need. You need stability, really. That's what you need. You need stability to vibe. So you're not, losing your mind. Yeah, it's funny because some people are just like that. Some people are just like, nah, I'd rather just spend all my money than worry about it later. It's just like, damn, that's crazy. But you have some people that are like that. That's the thing about it. You have some people that are like that. You have some people like me, and you have some people that just like wouldn't really do much of anything. They would just kind of, the money would just kind of sit there. They wouldn't really touch it. They would just kind of, coast and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with coasting. But it's just like, when you coast, it's just, you're not really doing much of anything. You're just kind of sitting there. But that just comes from people that don't need much to be happy. Like, oh, they have their money situation is good because they don't have to ever worry about getting a job or just life in general. So they just want to basically enjoy life. There's some people that I'm sure would fucking they would like travel the world. That's something I would do 100%. Would travel the world like completely, because that to me is just the ultimate goal of just going to different places and just experiencing. Just basically experiencing just everything. But it's not for everybody. But yeah, like I said, it's just, I can imagine that, us taking a break and everything had nothing to do with, me leaving. Which I feel like, it is definitely a part of it. I'm not going to say it's not a part of it at all, just because I feel like it is a part of it. But I personally don't think it's like the main thing. Like, if I'm being honest, I think we just got sick of each other. Which, two people that, love each other, that, basically, live together. How would you, get sick of each other? But it's just like, that's just how it is. Like, it's not like something we planned on, It's just
it's just you get comfortable. You get comfortable and you just don't, you know, the real you comes out. You know? But our whole thing was just, you know, communication. Like, we just couldn't communicate much. Not even communicate much, we just really couldn't communicate really at all. Like, it just wasn't there. I'll turn this off. I'm about to I at least have to try to go to bed, because if I don't try, then I'm not even gonna go to bed, and I know I'm not, which is not good at all. I'm glad I'm off for the next 2 days after tomorrow, so that's good. I get some me time to just kind of sit and think. Shit, if anything, I'll probably be at the beach like all day. I'll either be at the beach or I'll probably drive to somewhere out of state. Not out of state, but just, you know, out of my, you know, area that I'm in right now. Because I'm in, what you call it? Fuck, I might just take the drive and drive to Tampa. You know? Something like that. No, that would be horrible. But I don't know. Because even driving, even the one thing that I do by myself, even that I don't even want to do, because it's the fact that when I would go on drives, it's the fact that she would ask me, like, oh, can I go with you? So now it's just like, it doesn't feel the same if she's not, you know, if she's not there with me, you know? And I'm not gonna say like, oh, she soiled it, or she fucking did this or that. It's like, you know, if I'm being honest, it's the fact that she made it better, you know? Like, it's the fact that before it was literally just hop in the car, drive, and just basically drive straight the whole fucking time, listen to music, and just think, and that's it. If I'm being honest, we probably should have did that whole thing, where we just, like, we make that a ritual, you know? We make that a ritual where we, you know, like once out of the week, you know, once out of the week, we'll go for a drive and we just, you know, talk, you know? Like, we find out, like, a day that we're gonna, we'll both be off, and then the next day, or the day that, let's give it, like, for tomorrow, for example, like, I'm gonna be off Friday and Saturday, so, like, Thursday, you know, we go for a drive, and then we just kind of talk about, you know, like, okay, what's bothering you, you know, what have I been doing that you're not, you know, that you don't like? What are some things that I'm doing that you do like? You know, just like kind of like a talk about, you know, how the week was, or how, you know, how the week was, how the week's going. I feel like it'd probably be better to do it on like Sunday, just because that's a full week. So you start Sunday, then you end it on Sunday, and then you're just like, okay, how was the week? Talk about it, and so on, you know? But, yeah. It's just hard. Yeah. Like, it's just hard. It's the fact that I don't even know. It's the fact that I don't even know if it's hard for her either, you know? Like, that's the crazy thing. It's just like, I don't know if it's hard for her. Like, literally, like, I don't know if, like, right, like, even, like, right now, like, I'm alone. You know? It's just like, is she alone? Like, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. You know? But it's crazy because just like, it literally turns into one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, it turns into one of those things where it's like, oh, I went around and, you know, dated this person, you know, fucked this person, fucked these guys over here,
Like, what did you do? Waited for you? You know, it's just like, I don't know. I hate when that happens. I hate when I wait for someone and then they've done all of these things. And it's just like, oh, okay, I guess. That, you know, it sucks, but, you know, I was just kind of, you know, waiting for you. I guess, you know, you didn't feel the same way, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, but it's just eating at me. It started to, so that's great. Love that. Love that it, you know, I'm gonna eat them. It's funny because she said a quote from a show that we watched, and it's funny because it's like in the quote. I'm not gonna say the quote just because I'm sure some of you probably, if I was to say the quote, you'd be like, I know exactly where it's from. But it's the fact that the quote is interesting, but it's like it's one of those things where like we can be, you know. Like I don't know. Like I still believe that we should have gave this a shot, you know. Like me going back to my mom's, because it's the fact that nothing would have changed. You know what I mean? Like it's not like obviously stuff would have changed. Like there's a lot of stuff that would have changed, you know, for the better. You know, like literally, like laundry. Like we wouldn't have to go and do, you know, we wouldn't have to go to the laundromat and do laundry. Like literally, she could be like, "Hey, I need to do laundry," and I'd be like, "Okay." Go pick her up, come back, do laundry, leave, then go and, I don't know, go get some food, I guess. I don't even know. I guess take her home, we'll drop her off, and then go get food or whatever the case may be. Like laundry, electricity, internet. Like there's a lot of stuff that would have just went down, you know? Because there's a dude that went to high school with Blake. Like I want to say that because you get like a rule book, at least for her build, like not even her building, but for her apartment. I want to say he follows that rule book to like a T, because he's like, I don't know if it's like you can only have a guest stay for like 2 days. I don't even know what it is. It's weird because he's there every 2 days to come and see his girlfriend. Which, if I'm being honest, is crazy. Like, you can't have visitors every day. That's insane to me, you know? But, you know, it can't be helped. But, you know. Can't get comfortable, just laying here, just man, I fucking miss her so much, literally. Like I don't want to be fucking sitting in this goddamn bed. I literally want to be sitting next to her, like laying next to her, fucking with my arm around her, just, you know, cuddling it up as we go to bed. The only thing I can do is pray on it. Literally. That's the only thing I can do. Like, there's nothing else I can do. There's nothing I can do. And it's the fact that as for the text message, I don't know. I
I'm in my own head of just like, oh, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. You know, it's just back and forth. Because it's like, that's how overthinkers become overthinkers. Like, literally. That's generally how it works. Because we think of one thing, and then we're like, okay. Then we think of another thing, and then we think of another thing, and another, you know. And then, look at here, you have 1,000 things that you're, thinking about. In the span of fucking. And you have, 1,000 things that you're thinking about in the span of, 30 minutes. Because I don't want to mess, because I don't want to message her and then, her not be ready. Then it makes it seem like I'm, being pushy or whatever it may be. Because, the first, 3 days, the first 2 weeks, I can say are is more of the, okay, no, don't do it. That's not enough time to be at a distance, There's not enough time to kind of just, create distance and actually grow, But after, it's the fact that once you start getting into 4 or 5 weeks, then it's just then it's then that thought hits you and you're just like, fuck. That thought of just oh, what if she's waiting for you to, message her, what if this whole time she's waiting to see how long it takes for you to message her? Or she's waiting on you. And then your brain starts fucking generating pictures like a damn AI bot. And you're just like, oh, well, fuck me. What the fuck's going on? I don't know, but it's just... It eats at me. It's the fact that she was my rock. She was my light. Literally, she kept me overthinking. She kept my overthinking my overthinking wasn't a thing with her. Because there was nothing to overthink. Most of the time she just says what's on her mind. So it's just just that. It's definitely hard for sure. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just not even sleeping. I'm just fucking thinking, literally, which is a fucking horrible thing to be doing right now. I hope that if she does end up being with somebody else, that she does tell me, at least, because obviously it doesn't change the fact of, being friends. Like, I still want to be, friends with her and everything. But I don't know. It's just like, I hate this. I hate this, like, not knowing, what's going on type of thing. Overthinkers are the worst kind of people. Because, like I said, I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm just like, damn, is she, caught up with another guy? Is she fucking some other guy? Is she, is someone holding her right now? Did she count her calories today? Did she find my replacement? Is she currently talking to my replacement? And just so much more that's just like, it doesn't, I'm not gonna say compute, but it just doesn't go together. Fucking, I don't even know. Fuck. I actually don't know what time it is at all, but I'm gonna end it here. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about tomorrow, I'm sure, but, just wanted to come on here. I'm sure I'll have way more to talk about. I'm just tired from work, and then I'm tired from crying, tired from work. Just tired, just basically this whole day has just been, draining. So who knows? I might be able to actually fall asleep. But there's that. Yeah, like I said not even in previous videos, but like I used to say, if you have questions, put them down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, also, like I said, if you have any questions about, what I said, or if something is, confusing, or, just in general, ask a question, ask the question. There are no dumb questions. So, you just kind of do your thing, But, yeah, and I'm sure, and I will definitely get back to you on my comments. I probably won't get back to you right away because I'm not like on YouTube just like 24/7. And I am on it. I'll probably say I'm on it maybe 4 or 5 hours in the day, give or take, really. But yeah, definitely let me know, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.